Hi, my name is Sarai Casillas Hernández from Escuela Preparatoria Número 1. The topic that I'm going to share with you is modal verbs. In this case, we are going to use the modal verbs should, must, and have to. The level of English is consolidation A1. The purpose of this presentation is to distinguish the differences of modal verbs and to solve some exercises. Well, I'm going to share with you these pictures. Have you ever seen these pictures? These pictures are from the official webpage of the university. In this case, we are going to talk about some official school rules. Also, I'm going to share with you 3 pictures. Are they familiar with you? Yes or not? Well, in this first picture, I'm going to provide some suggestions. Pay attention to my suggestions. Example number 1. You should be on time for classes. It is very important for you. You should take notes. Otherwise, maybe you can forget some important information. If you have questions or doubts, you should tell your teacher. She or he can help you. Well, these are suggestions for you. Check the second picture. You must respect your teachers and classmates. In this case, this is a recommendation, but in this case, it is strong. Read the second example. You must be quiet when your teacher is talking. Finally, you must do your homework to practice and reinforce the topic. Yes? Let's continue. As I mentioned before, we have official school rules. Example, you have to do the admission test to enter high school. There is no other option. You have to get 7 to pass your subject. Otherwise, you will fail. You have to pass a specific number of subjects to stay in the school. One more time, these examples are of official school rules. Now, my question for you is, did you notice the differences? What are the differences for you? One more time, we have should, must, and have to. According to the examples I gave you, I can say that you are going to should to provide advice or suggestions. You are going to use must to provide strong recommendations. It is also for personal obligations and needs. Finally, we have to. This is for external obligation. Is to talk about rules or laws. Now, please check with me the structure. The structure is very easy to use. We can use the modal verb and of course our infinitive form. Now, it is time to practice. Activity number 1, it says, instructions. Complete the following sentences with the most appropriate modal verb. Should, must, or have to. You have 6 exercises here. Please read and answer according to the correct modal verb. I'm going to give you some minutes in order to answer this activity. Ready? Okay, now it is time to check your answers. Compare your answers with me, please. We are going to check the first one. It says, every man have to do military service in my country. It's obligatory. Remember that we are going to use have to for external obligations. Okay? Number 2, you don't look well. You should go to the hospital because this is a suggestion. Number 3, if you want to travel to the US, you have to get your visa. This is an external obligation. This is a rule, right? Number 4, policemen must wear a uniform. This is a personal obligation. They must. Number 5, I must get up early tomorrow. I have an exam. This is a need, right? And finally, you should read this book. It's amazing. One more time, this is a suggestion. Yes? How many answers did you have correct? Okay? Now, I'm going to share with you some important links in order to practice the topic. You can click on the following links and answer the activities. If you don't have questions or doubts, you can continue with the next topic. Thank you for your attention.
Este video es presentado por el Sistema Ciencia Garza Educativa de la Universidad Autónoma del Estado de Hidalgo.